Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum students. On behalf of Dr.A.Q School System Cohort, I welcome you all to this video lecture. This video is about subject mathematics of class 7, unit number 2, rational numbers, exercise 2b, question number 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So coming to the exercise 2b, the question number 1 is fill in the blanks. The first part is 56 divided by minus 96 is expressed in standard form as. So we need to express this fraction in a standard form. So for any fraction to be expressed in a standard form, there has to be met two requirements. The first requirement is that the fraction should be simplified. The numerator and denominator should be simplified. By simplification, I mean that if you can simplify numerator and denominator with a single factor or with a single table. For example, if I have a fraction 56 divided by minus 96. Now I can simplify this fraction with the table or with the factor 8. 8 sevens are 56, and then 8 ones are 8, one remainder, 1 goes to 6, it becomes 16, 8 twos are 16, so the answer is 7 or minus 12. Now the first condition is met, we have reduced this fraction to the simplest form, but then there is this second requirement, which is denominator should be positive. Now here we have minus 12, denominator is negative, so we need to make it positive as well. So to make it positive, I need to multiply it with minus 1 and then divide it with minus 1 as well. So what does it? When we multiply 7 with minus 1, it becomes minus 7, and when we multiply minus 12 with minus 1, it becomes plus 12. So now here you can see that denominator is positive. So in this blank we will write minus 7 by 12. So this is the answer for the first part. Now the second one is which of the fraction is greater, 3 by 4 or 11 by 15. Now which of these two fractions is greater? Now in order to find out which fraction is greater, I'm going to give you a quick tip which you can use and find out which fraction is greater and which is smaller, and that is you need to write down both of the fraction, 3 by 4, 11 by 15. Now to find out which one is greater, we just need to cross multiply like this. Now 15 multiplied 3 is 45. You need to write 45 over here, and then 4 multiplied 11 is 44. Now by comparing these two numbers, I can see that 45 is greater than 44. So 45 is over fraction 3 by 4, which means that 3 by 4 is greater than 11 by 15. So in this blank I should write 3 by 4 because 3 by 4 is greater fraction. Alright, the next one is the reciprocal of 5 by 7 is. Now reciprocal is actually inverse of any fraction. In other words, you just need to swap or change places of numerator with the denominator. So 5 by 7 reciprocal will be 7 by 5. Alright, now coming to the next part, which is 5 by 7 less than 2 by 5? So in order to find out which one is less, so we need to again use this tip, which is 5 by 7, and then we write another fraction over here, which is 2 by 5. Again we need to cross multiply. So 5 multiplied 5 is 25, and 7 multiplied 2 is 14. So by comparing these two numbers, I can see that 25 is greater. So which means that 5 by 7 is greater than 2 by 5. But over here is it written, it's written that is 5 by 7 less than 2 by 5? No, 5 by 7 is more than 2 by 5. Therefore we should write over here no. The last one is the standard form of minus 9 by minus 8 is. Now the standard form of this fraction, again let me just explain it to you. Minus 9 by minus 8. Now 9 by 8, these two numbers are already in the simplest form. You cannot simplify it further, but the thing you can do is that you can see denominator is negative, you can make it positive, right? So this is quite simple. You can see minus in the numerator, also in the denominator. So if minus signs are divided, so they cancel out each other. So the answer is 9 by 8. So in the last part you need to write 9 by 8. This is the answer. Now coming to the question number 2, which is express the following rational number in standard form. Now you need to express all these rational numbers in standard form. Now I have already explained how to express any rational number in the standard form. I hope now you can solve this question by yourselves. So I'll just solve one part for you, and the remaining parts you need to solve them by yourselves. So let's solve part 4. Alright, part 4 is minus 21 by minus 28. So again, what I need to do, I can see that minus is in the numerator and minus is in the denominator. So these minus sign cancel out each other, right? And then there is 21 by 28. So I need to simplify these two numbers, or I need to reduce these two numbers to the lowest form. So by that I mean I need to divide this 21 with the table 7. So 7 3s are 21, and then 7 4s are 28. So 3 by 4 is the standard form of the fraction minus 21 by minus 28. Similarly, you can solve all these questions. Alright, if there is any confusion, any question, you can ask me. I'll help you out. Now coming to the question number 3, which is fill in the box. Now you need to put a number inside the box which is appropriate and which fits right in there in the box. So the first one is 4 by 5 is equal to minus 12 by box or dash is equal to 20 by box. So what number goes right in there in this box? That will be justified by looking at the numerators. So I can see over here there is this 4, and then something is multiplied with this 4 and the result is minus 12. So by looking at this 4, I can see that 4 is multiplied with minus 3 and the answer is minus 12, because 4 3s are 12, and if 4 is plus 3 is minus, 4 multiplied minus 3 is minus 12. In other words, with 4 the minus 3 is multiplied, so the answer is minus 12. Similarly, we should also multiply minus 3 with this denominator, which is 5. So 5 multiplied minus 3 will be minus 15. You need to write minus 15 in this box. Now coming to this fraction, which is 20 by dash. Now if I look at 4 and then I look at this 20, I can see that 4 is multiplied with 5. 4 multiplied 5 is 20. Similarly, this 5 should also be multiplied with 5. So 5 5s are 25. So in this box I need to write 25. This is how you do it. Now coming to the second part, which is minus 5 by 7 is equal to minus 15 by dash is equal to minus 35 by dash. Now I can see that this minus 5 is multiplied with a certain number so that the result is 15, and that certain number is 3. Alright, 5 multiplied 3 is 15, minus with plus becomes minus. So similarly we need to multiply this 7 with 3. So 7 multiplied 3 is 21. So we need to write 21 in this box. Now coming to the minus 35 by dash. Now I can see that with this minus 5, the number which is multiplied so that we can have minus 35 is 7. Minus 5 is multiplied with 7 because 5 sevens are 35, minus plus minus. So similarly I should also multiply 7 with this denominator, which is also 7. So 7 multiplied 7 will be 49. I should write here 49. Right, now coming to the third part, minus 3. Now minus 3 is multiplied with a number so that the result is 6. So if I multiply minus 3 with minus 2, the result will be 6. Why? Because 3 2s are 6, minus minus plus. Similarly, in this box I should write a certain number. If with that number I multiply minus 2, I get a result minus 16. In other words, what I mean to say is that what should be multiplied with minus 2 so that we get a result minus 16. Now it's quite simple. 8 2s are 16, right? So I should write 8 in this box because 8 multiplied 2 is 16 plus minus minus. Alright, now coming to this fraction, which is dash divided by 24. Alright, so in this box we have written this 8. Now this 8 is multiplied with a number so that the result is 24. So if I multiply this 8 with 3, the result is 24, which means that this minus 3 should also be multiplied with 3. So minus 3 multiplied with 3 is minus 9. Alright, so this is how you do this question. This is the end of this video. I hope you have understood all the concepts that are necessary in order to solve all these questions. Yet again, if there is any confusion, any question, you can ask me. So wish you best of luck.